We've been talking about commissioning art as authors for your book characters. We've talked about how to find good artists, how to work with them, how to have discussions with them, all of the copyright side of things. We've had really great discussions, and if you have questions, drop those down below. But let's talk a little bit about how to use the commissioned art once you've got it. Now, again, depending on your licensing and the permissions you have from the artist, because that's going to be different from contract to contract. We talked about it in previous episodes. You will have certain limitations on what you can and can't do. Let's just say you have the basic permissions that most people have. That means you can use things on your website, on your social media. Sometimes you can print things for book signings. Sometimes you can put them inside of your books. And let's call that our basics when it comes to licensing the content that you're having commissioned for your art. Again, depends on each artist that you are working with and the specific contract that you're signing. But let's talk about some of the ways that you can use it. The first is going to be your website. I talk about this a lot. I have many videos on this. I've talked about this again and again and again on live streams. I need you to have character profiles on your website. People should be able to go to your website, look at your books, and see artwork and see information about your characters. We want to build this out as much as possible. Now, if you don't have artwork yet, that's fine. You don't have to go super extensive and pay a ton of money to get a ton of artwork. But if you have it, this is the place to use it. If you don't have it, you still should have character profiles with the physical descriptions, information people will need to know to create fan art or cosplays, or just to have discussions about the characters they love. Put the artwork in here and connect it to your characters. So you're going to display it on your website. You can also display it on your homepage. If you want it to be flashy and interesting and pretty, by all means put that on your homepage. But definitely have dedicated pages for each book where you then have artwork descriptions, character profiles, and things like that. Now you can also use it on your social media. I love putting things on social media. Get it on your Instagram, get it on your TikTok, and you can do this in a variety of different ways. Just post the images. Use them as green screen backgrounds where you're pointing and talking about things, why you love it, that you just commissioned it, that it looks just like this character. You can even have it as the background in your green screen videos and talk about the characters without talking about the artwork. There's so many ways you can use character art on social media, again, as long as you have those permissions. You can also use these at book signings. You can be doing things like creating character cards or trading cards where you have information on the back and print those out. You can sell them, but I actually give them away to my audience. They love that. And then I have information about the book on it as well. I put them in the mini magazines that I make that I hand out at my different book conventions and book signings so people know what other titles I have. I put these on displays and I put them printed out so that people can see them. I use them as backgrounds. Sometimes I print them out and I put them on walls and I do my content in front of them so that I just have a pretty wall of book art depending on how much you have. You can be using these to get people to come in and check out your table. You can actually stack a picture on top of your stack of books to get them drawn in to ask questions or to see what the characters look like, to give them the vibe of the book. Sometimes the cover of the book doesn't really display the characters in full, and you want to put your character on top of the book so they can see that really hot leading guy, so they can see the girl in the beautiful medieval dress, so they can see whatever. That's a good way to get people's attention as we go. So book events are going to be really great as well. You can do these as mailers. You can do these as postcards that you send out to people. You can do these as bonus prizes. You can print things out, and if people are buying signed copies from you, you can tuck it inside of the book or inside of the package and send it along with it as a thank you gift or as a bonus add-on. Or if you reach so much in a purchase, so much of a cost in your purchase, you actually get a free card. You get the free things. So there's a lot that you can be doing with these to use as marketing, just in a printable sense that you can send out to your audience as well. Now, beyond that, you can put it inside of your book. You have to have those discussions, but it can be an actual physical part of your book. You can put that black and white image inside of the story somewhere where it's going to really surprise your readers, or in the back, or in the front, or in the beginning of each chapter. Sometimes you're going to want to commission these. Maybe it's your chapter headers, but that's a little bit different than commissioning just straight character art. If you want to talk about that, go ahead and let me know. But your goal here, your entire point of this is to use it to draw in your audience. So start thinking of ideas that you can be using. Those are some very basic ones: your website, your social media, printing to use as send out materials, mailer materials, book signing materials, bonus content. I've actually printed mine out in different ways and use them inside of my book boxes, from trading cards to magnetic bookmarks to actual bookmarks. I'm able to print those and use them inside of the book boxes that I sell of just my books, which, by the way, if you want to have conversations, we've had lots of them on the channel before, but I'm happy to have that conversation again with you. If you want, let me know down in the comments below. And if you have ideas on creative ways that you can be using your character art, let me know. I want to hear from you. I have tons more ideas, but these are the basics. These are the ones I want you to think of first. These are the things that I want you to be considering when you are commissioning that character art, so you have a plan in mind on how to use and how to leverage this. But these are the basic staple things that fans really, really love. If you want the creative ways, go ahead and let me know down below and follow along, because every single day we're dropping brand new videos to help you navigate the world of publishing, from your writing to your publishing to your marketing, to make this your most profitable year ever, so that you create luxury time so you can live your best life, because your author business is working for you, and making this your most profitable year ever so you can live out your author dreams while living your best life. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.